track, which is probably the most mysterious track on the whole album, is WTP. Now this can stand for a million things. It could be stand. There's like I've seen like 100 people guess different things. A lot of them with proof, something with proof, like without something proof, without the proof, or
that might be that.
or there was one really with the people or something like that. So it could be anything. I don't know who it's produced by, so I can't really give any indication of what type of track it is. It would be cool to know if it was Havoc's track, because then I know it's going to be like that grimy New York type track. But I really don't know. So I'm not really expecting anything, and I have no fucking clue what it's going to be. So we'll see how it goes. It could be another square dance, or it can be, another fucking business. We don't know. We'll have to just put that in the air.
And I will agree. Let's move on.
Yep, there's really nothing to say about that one.
Yeah, that's exactly what I feel about it.
You kind of just there.
Yeah, it's kind of just there because you don't know what it stands for. So
yeah, it would be great if it's a proof track, because it would have been hidden this whole time, and it would be like, finally, he said something.
Because he doesn't want to say the name, if it's something with proof.
Yeah,
so again, that probably could be a proof track, because from what I heard on the rumor Tracklist, I told you, he was going to do a D12 song, and it was going to be called Hit Me With Your Best Shot, and that was going to be a proof song.
Yeah,
I guess that was a lie. And
I got cut.
Yeah, I got cut.
I heard a few tracks got cut, but we'll finish that later.
Let's move on, but I'll just say I think this will be the proof track, because none of these other tracks never don't sound like proof. But anyway, that's all. Yeah. Let's move on.
Now, going through Change. At first, I would think this would just be a normal track, but it comes right before Not Afraid. Now, Not Afraid, you can tell, has a totally different vibe from, his relapse era, blah, blah, blah type thing. And I think going through Change is he's going to go through all his different changes in his career. I could be wrong. It could just be that he's going to goof around and say, changing clothes or some shit. But, I seriously think it's going to be more about how he's changed throughout his life, throughout his career and stuff. And, that would be really cool. But, you never know, again, with the title. This one's it could be a bunch of different things. I also think this one's produced by Dr. Dre, so it could be more of an upbeat kind of, silly song, but we'll see. I do think it'll be good, though, definitely.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree. Going through Changes, I think, will either be about the drugs and trying all the different drugs, and they have multiple changes, or it could be changes throughout his whole life.
Yeah.
So, it might be about the drugs only because this is a recovery album. So
I didn't even think of that. That's perfect. Right before Not Afraid, going through the drugs. That's actually
he might actually talk about changes and how he felt on multiple drugs and stuff.
Yeah.
So and then then on Not Afraid is about the whole clean. So my guess is it's going to be something about the drugs.
Exactly. So we're going through Change. If it is about the drugs, it'll be kind of cool if it's like another Deja Vu, except with a little more energy. Deja Vu lyrically was a masterpiece, so you only can hope he can have that, but the energy he has lately, it would just be one of the best tracks, so I do hope for that. Didn't even think of that. Number 7, Not Afraid. We all heard it. If you haven't, just type it in on YouTube. Very solid single. It's lyrically, it's not on par with his best songs, but as a message and as and also the beat I heard is the weakest on the whole album, and I thought it was okay. So if I'm expecting that to be one of the worst songs, then this album's gonna just be one of his. It will be his best if that's the worst song on the album. But I don't think it'll be the worst. I enjoyed the track.
No idea what you're saying.
Because a lot of
are you saying that Not Afraid is gonna be the worst album? It's going to be the worst song on the album, but it will be the best?
No, I'm saying if Not Afraid is the worst on the whole album, then the album itself is going to be one of the best albums, because to me, Not Afraid is already good. It's even great for its, its symbolism, but really, we all know, Not Afraid's a good track, so no surprise.
Yeah. Seduction.
Yeah, now Seduction, it could be three different things. One, it could be like Same Song and Dance, but I seriously doubt it because I think
Yep.
he's off of that killer shit. Uh, Two, it could be like Love You More or Spend Some Time. That would be my fucking dream because I think when M talks like that about love, it's his best. Or it can be like Superman, and Superman's good, but it's not Love Me More or Spend Some Time. It's good.
Yeah, I would like to see a spend some time.
Yeah.
Something like
Oh,
that. That would be great.
Spend Some Time without 50 fucking Cent and Stack 2 would have been. There's just no words. By the way, I'm so happy. There's no. Don't get me wrong. I like 50 Cent, but I'm happy he's not on this album. I'm happy for slightly D12's not on this album for a reason I'll talk about later. I'm kind of happy he's like kind of like he's the only rapper on this whole album except for Lil Wayne. So this is like a full blown Eminem album. There's no Dr. Dre either, which is wow. He's never
Yeah,
done that.
that is very surprising to me, but again, he's taking a new approach, and I'm sure we all know Dre's working on Detox, so maybe they both just want to, do their own albums and, of course, help each other out, but they don't want to do features. So
Exactly. So then we move on.
now we move on to the most controversial song of the whole album,
No Love. Okay.
featuring Little Gay Wayne.
I don't like Wayne at all. Now the best I can hope for on this track is Lil Wayne comes with something like Drop the World. Why? Because with Drop the World, it is listenable for Lil Wayne. Or the first verse, yeah. The second verse, it's so bad, but it's like 10 seconds that you kind of can just
Yeah.
cringe through it. But the first verse was decent enough. So if he comes with something like that, because I'm only guessing, I think the reason Eminem has him on the album is because he helped Eminem get that hype back from Drop the World. But, I mean, it's Lil Wayne. I'm not expecting a good song. However, No Love, that title kind of interests me because
Yeah, especially with that feature.
yeah, it could be a serious song. It could be like I show no love to the game or whatever. It could be anything, but or it could just be a love song. But I can't imagine Eminem and Lil Wayne doing a love song. Just it's too
Yeah.
gay.
My guess is this is going to be either Wayne is going to do he's going to do a verse, of course, and he's going to mix it with the chorus where he keeps saying the chorus sort of in like I don't know if you probably heard him, but you probably haven't heard it, but I have. In his mixtape, he has his art just this one song, but it's called "Eat You Alive." Ludacris sort of mixes the chorus with his verse,
Oh,
So
okay.
it could be something like that because he's been doing that a lot lately,
Yeah.
from what I've heard. So he might just do that, or he might just be doing a hook. So
If he just does a hook like
Yeah,
My Life, it would be great.
Yes, exactly. Oh,
Excellent.
genius.
I would actually thank Lil Wayne because that was probably his best
That's
song.
probably his best thing
ever.
he's ever done.
Exactly. He made that song even better, and the game spit some of the realest shit. So if it's something like that, excellent.
Yeah, a serious song like that would be great, especially without the title.
Exactly. Now, Spacebound. It's a Dr. Dre song. It's written Dr. Dre on it. I'm hoping it's more like Slim Shady LP era where he's creative like My Fault or As the World Turns where he's just funny and retarded.
Yeah, I want to tell you this. I have a feeling. I don't mean to cut you off, but I have a feeling that this is going to be a funny song.
Yeah.
I have no anticipation for it being a serious song or anything like that. This is most definitely his wacky song on the album, I think.
Yeah, and no, I'm going to say it's a good thing because from every other title, I'm expecting more of a serious tone. So every once in a while, you want kind of like a joke song. And I think if he has a song like As the World Turns, I'll take that shit because As the World Turns is one of his funniest songs he's ever made. So he can do something like that. I'm all for that.
Exactly.
Now, this is my most anticipated song. I think this will be the best track on the record. A lot of stupid people out there don't know what the fuck Cinderella Man is. I don't know if you live in a box or you're fucking retarded, but Cinderella Man, the boxer story, the guy who...
Jimmy Braddock.
Exactly, who was basically shit. Well, he got down to shit.
He came down from shit, from living like shit, just being basically almost homeless, to, rising up to an amazing, boxer star.
Exactly.
And I think this will be a serious song. I actually think this will be sort of like a spend some time where he'll take a chorus from somewhere or something.
Yeah.
He's gonna make it a very soft song, I think, but he's gonna make it a very serious song, and I think he might have a little bit of anger on it.
I think what I'm expecting from it is something kind of like the vibe you got from
Mockingbird.
Sing for the Moment and Mockingbird combined. Like the reason I say Sing for the Moment because he's gonna have that same style of like you can sense the anger in it, but he's not going overboard. He's just kind of you can sense it. But I think it's also going to be really personal because his life is similar to Cinderella Man. So I think this will be my favorite track on the album. I think it will be the next thing about a Hollywood for me. I think.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
I'm hoping the same.
Yeah, but stupid people out there who don't know who Cinderella Man is, go watch the fucking movie, please.
Yes.
Stupid fucking
it's an awesome
idiot.
movie.